Sophie.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So far so good. Yourself?
I'm doing well as well. I see that you've joined our program.
Yeah.
How do you like it so far?
Well, I think it is interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah, I also learned a lot in the program.
Excellent. Can I know a little bit about yourself before we begin?
Okay. So my name is Sophie, and I'm a Taiwanese from I'm a Taiwanese, and I'm also a full-time student, and this year is my second year in university, and I major in nursing.
Well, that's amazing. Wow. How do you like it so far?
Well, it is a tough process. I mean, yeah, I have a lot to learn and a lot of things that I have to memorize. Yeah, just I just feel like human being is so complicated, especially no either body or mental is human being just so complicated.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would have to agree with you. Our human body is very complex. We have
Yeah,
many functions, physiological functions. It's very intricate for sure. Yeah, well, that's amazing. Congratulations that you're in your second year. You have 2 more years left after this, correct?
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. So you're almost at the halfway point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
This
I'm
year
actually
is this year I'm going to be sophomore. Yeah, quite sad.
You're going to suffer more. Why do you say that?
Because there's going to have more subjects that I have to learn, and also um some lesson that before I have to go to the hospital to help patients, like some lesson that we have to train to how to take care of patients. So
Oh wow, so you're gonna have your hands full. You're gonna be very busy.
yeah,
Yeah.
it will.
Okay. Well, I think it'll be a great experience for you to learn, especially hands-on experience with working with patients, which is always quite rewarding. Um, I wish you the best of luck. This is amazing. That's super exciting. I'm actually in medical school myself right now, and so I can completely understand what you're talking about because I'm in the same boat myself. So that's amazing. Well, to deviate your mind from all the workload that you will have, what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna let me share you my screen right over here. And we're going to talk about traveling today. And specifically, we'll talk about traveling in Thailand. So before we begin, I'm going to turn this video on. Please do let me know if you're unable to hear the audio. Okay, Sophie?
Okay.
Making sure that the translation's on.
Phuket. The name is synonymous with Thailand, beach resorts, and relaxation. Phuket is about the same size as Singapore, making it Thailand's largest island. tired of strolling the beaches and markets, there are plenty of attractions aimed squarely at the tourist market. Enjoy live theater, bands, or even theme.
Hello, we have someone else that joined our class.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Okay,
Good.
we're just watching a video. Are you able to see my screen clearly?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. What we're gonna do is I'm just gonna continue the video and then we'll talk from there, okay?
Okay.
Complete with white tigers, elephant rides, upmarket bars, and dazzling exhibits. Phuket also caters for those interested in exploring some Thai culture, with museums and temples that can be explored away from the crowds nearer to the beach. When hunger strikes, visitors can choose from laid-back cafes beneath the palm trees right through to fine dining and everything in between. Patong Beach is probably the most developed spot on the island and has a thriving nightlife complete with beer halls, markets, and go-go bars. Elsewhere in Phuket, there are quieter and less developed stretches of coastline where there is more focus on relaxing and the natural environment. Phuket is a destination where everything is within easy reach and enjoying yourself is easy.
Okay. Could you introduce yourself? Since you just joined our chat. Oh, Jane?
Hi.
Hi. Hi. You joined our chat while we were watching the video. Do you mind introducing yourself?
My name is Jen. I come from Taiwan. I live in Taiwan, Hsinchu, Taiwan, and I love traveling. And I have the daughter. I have two daughters, and I work in the school. During this time, I am on holiday, summer holiday. That's all.
Yeah, well, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing. That's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna get right into today's topic. So now today's topic was about vacation, specifically in Thailand, a place called Phuket. Have you guys been to Thailand before? I'm sure, no, No? Okay. I have not been to Thailand myself. I've seen many pictures. I'm sure you both have seen many pictures too of how beautiful it looks. Is there any tropical places you both have traveled to? Sophie or Jane, you both can speak anytime.
Malaysia.
Yes, Melissa. Okay. I'm just turning on the Google Translate. Okay. Are there any places that that you've been to, Sophie? Any tropical?
Malaysia.
Malaysia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought I didn't hear you clearly. I thought you were calling my name at first. That must have been beautiful. How long did you stay in Malaysia for?
I stayed in Malaysia for about 2 weeks.
Wow. That must have been really, really fun.
Yeah, I had a great fun there, and yeah, I even made some friends in Malaysia. So yeah, it was a quite nice trip.
Okay, lovely. And what about you, Jane? Have you gone to any tropical places before to go for vacation or anywhere?
I have been to Indonesia and Bali Island.
Wow, Bali. How was?
It is like Fuji.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah, many beach and
that must have been very relaxing.
yeah, very relaxing.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
To massage it. Go
Oh,
to massage it.
Oh, wow. That's lovely. That's lovely. I can say the same. I've never been to Malaysia or Bali or I've never been. I've only stayed mainly in Canada, and I've gone to America. That's it. So you guys are lucky. I'm very jealous. So that's amazing. Okay, now I actually want both of you, we're gonna do some reading. Now, Sophie, could I please get you to read the first three points right here? So just a few of the sentences that I've highlighted.
Okay. It's pocket or
Okay, yep.
pocket. Phuket, the name is synonymous with Thailand, beach resorts and relaxation. Uh,
I'll just take,
Phuket is about the same size as Singapore, making it Thailand's largest island. Phuket is an incredibly popular destination for tourists, and the long stretches of idyllic beaches along its west coast are lined with hotels, resorts, restaurants, and other tourist facilities.
excellent, good job. Okay, now on that note, have any of you been to Singapore before?
No.
No, okay. Well, Singapore, from looking at pictures, it looks very beautiful, and I guess they're saying that it's about the same size as Singapore in Thailand's largest island in Phuket. So that's really exciting. Wow. Okay, Jane, can I get you to read the sentences that I've highlighted?
Okay. You will never be bored in Phuket. If you get tired of strolling the beaches and markets, there are plenty of attractions and squarely at the tourist market. Enjoy theater bands or even theme parks complete with white tigers, elephant rides on upmarket boards and dazzling exhibits.
Yep, dazzling exhibits, correct. Okay,
Dazzling exhibits.
yes. Dazzling.
Dazzling.
Yes, dazzling, correct.
Dazzling.
Dazzling. Yeah, perfect. Good job, Jane. Dazzling. And then exhibits at the end. Dazzling exhibits.
Dazzling.
Perfect. Perfect. Now, let's brainstorm a little. If you were to go to a tropical destination for vacation, what would you pack?
What?
What would you pack for on your trip, your vacation? What items would you put in your suitcase, your luggage?
Instant noodle.
Instant noodles. Okay. Instant noodles. That's a good one. Yep, instant noodles. Okay. What else? Now, Sophie,
And
why do you say instant noodles?
because the instant noodle in Taiwan is the best.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm not sure if I can adapt to the food from other countries, so it is the best choice that I bring some of food in my hometown to get there.
that's a very smart idea to do. So that way you're always full and you're happy. That's a good one. That's a good one. What else? What else would you bring on your trip? What would you pack in your luggage? This is for a tropical destination vacation. What about sunscreen?
It's okay. We are already 10.
No, you need sunscreen. You need to protect your skin. If you're going to a tropical destination, you're going to easily get sun exposure with the rays. So sunscreen is very important. Sophie, you should know this.
But actually we prefer staying at home, so it's okay. It's okay that we don't take any sunscreen in my package. It's fine. I mean, because it's a tropical country, so it will be really hard. And being an Asian is like, if it is too hot outside, then we prefer staying at home. Enjoy our air conditioner. Yeah. Yeah.
Not wrong on that. If the weather's too hot, I would prefer to stay indoors myself as well. But sunscreen is always a must. You need to protect your skin, even indoors, believe it or not. It's very important. What about you, Jane? Is there anything that you'd like to pack in your tropical vacation?
I will bring sun hat
Yeah,
and sunglasses
yeah. Sun hat, sunglasses.
and and
And you'll pack your clothes. You'll pack summer clothes.
summer phone,
Summer clothes, like
a summer coat,
a summer clothes to wear.
summer clothes, and swimming, go to swimming.
Yeah, a swimsuit. Exactly. Exactly.
Swimsuit.
Yeah. You can bring a swimsuit. Yeah. Okay, so what about if we were going on a trip to, let's see, Antarctica? So it's very, very cold and we're going during wintertime, so that's even colder. What would you pack in your suitcase? I have a guess that we would still continue packing the instant noodles because we want to make sure that we're well fed and warm, so it'll keep us warm. But what else could you pack if you're going on a cold vacation spot?
winter clothing.
Yep.
perhaps.
Winter clothes. You would bring your hats. You would bring a scarf.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a scarf.
Glove,
We need gloves.
Snow boots.
We need. That's right. That's right. And we need. It falls under winter clothes. A winter jacket to keep us warm.
okay. And
Is there anything else that you both can think of to add to this list?
Money.
Money. Excellent. That's good. We need money to travel.
Money is important.
Money is very important right now. We need money to travel to get anywhere.
Yeah.
And we need our passport to actually cross the country or border to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we have a pretty good list. Now, would
one
you,
package.
did you say something, Jane?
One package.
I- Warm,
One package. One
Yep.
laptop.
like a warm package, like a heating pad?
Heat.
A heat, yeah, a heating pad, yes. That's very important too, to keep us warm. Okay, so Jane, would you prefer to go to a hotter environment on vacation or a colder environment on vacation?
I prefer to go to colder location because colder because Taiwan is often hot and we seldom see snow.
Yeah, so you want to change.
So I want to see want to travel colder place.
Yeah, that's understandable. Now, does it tend to get cold in Taiwan, or how cold does it usually get?
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, it doesn't get that cold in Taiwan. The weather, is it always where you live? Is it always sunny and hot?
Taiwan, the weather is often hot in Taiwan. Average degree 24 to 32.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's pretty hot. Yeah, it's hot. It's warm.
I prefer traveling to cold place, cold country.
Yeah, that to get a change of the environment and the temperature too. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Now, what about you, Chloe? Would you prefer, let's see, in a colder, let's see. Sophie, would you prefer a colder environment to live in, or would you prefer a hotter environment to live in?
I prefer a colder environment to live because I really hate to be sweating. I really don't like that feeling. Like it feels really uncomfortable when I get sweating. So I prefer live in cold environment. And also I haven't seen snow in my entire life, but I know it will be the if it's snow, then there has a lot of things that you have to handle. So yeah, but also also snow may be really hard to handle, but I still prefer living in cold weather country because it is more comfortable. And also, I didn't know if like Canada has any mosquitoes,
We
especially in summer.
um
Mosquitoes.
we do have mosquitoes. Typically not so much in the city if you live in the city of so I'm from Toronto in Ontario. In the city there's not that many mosquitoes, but once you go to the suburbs, there are bugs, there are mosquitoes. They're not that many, but there are in the summertime.
Yeah.
But I'm not a fan of bugs. I don't like bugs.
I don't like it either.
Yeah, I don't like bugs at all. I don't like them. No. So yeah, we still do get mosquitoes, not that many, but we do get some. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. On what you mentioned about snow, yes, when it's winter here, it snows a lot. And when it snows a lot, you have to clear out the snow to either, take your car out of the driveway,
Yeah.
where you have to shovel the snow a lot. So there's a lot of snow.
Yeah.
It gets very cold. It gets very cold for sure. We tend to not like to go out when it's that cold. We like to stay. We like to stay indoors. We like
Yeah.
to go. We like to go out when it's summer because our summer is typically 3 to 4 months when it's actually hot for us to enjoy and go to
Yeah.
the and wear a t-shirt and shorts versus constantly covered up. So it gets really cold in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Understood.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's not bad living if you're living in an environment where it's always hot and you're sweating all the time. Yeah, that's never fun. That's never fun. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Now, if I want to see what we can do. Now, are there any places within Taiwan that you've gone to that are sort of like maybe a rainforest or something tropical within Taiwan?
Actually, the southern Taiwan is tropical weather. So, yeah, so it's always been so hot here.
Okay, it's always been hot.
Yeah.
Okay, have you
Also,
have you
it's
traveled, have you traveled within Taiwan? Have you gone to any places?
yeah, actually, like maybe a couple weeks ago, I and my parents and my sister went to a place which is in eastern Taiwan called Hualien. And the view there is very beautiful. If you are if you like outside outdoor activities, then you have to go there. There has mountain, there has beautiful sea, and yeah, if you really love to enjoy the moment in nature, maybe you will love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. Could you repeat that name? I didn't catch it. I wanna look this up.
Hualien. Yeah,
Oh wow. Sophie, this is beautiful.
it
Wow.
is.
It's so beautiful. It's just so peaceful to look at. Wow.
Yeah.
Especially the mountains with the ocean. Wow. That must have been an amazing trip to go to.
Yeah.
Wow. Jane, have you heard about this place in Taiwan?
Yes, my mother and father lived it, it, it's
Wow.
in Hualien
Oh, they live
and
there.
live in Hualien. and my brother and sisters and live at, and live in Hualien too.
Wow.
So
That-
you can see that this Taluga is very high mountains and this is the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Taluga is a canyon. It's like very great canyon.
Oh, okay. Wow. That is really cool. Well, Taiwan is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Yeah. That's wow. Well, that's really, really, really pretty. We in Canada we do have something like this. We have it's called Banff. So it's in the it's right by British Columbia and Vancouver. So this is what something similar to having a mountainous area. We have sort of something like this where you can see the mountains during the winter time and the water is very crystal clear. So there's something like that. It's a really famous spot that a lot of people like to go to. But that's what it reminded me of, the place, because it looks so similar. This is just so beautiful. Even if you were to go on the boat or to go for like a ride, that's really nice too. Hello, Weston.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm great today.
Excellent. So we're just teaching a little talking about. We are talking about there's a lot of background noise, Weston. Okay, that's better. I kept hearing a bunch of static noises. Okay. Yep. So Weston, we're just talking about travel destinations. Specifically, we're talking about Thailand, and
Okay.
Sophie, she actually mentioned that she went on a recent trip, and we're just looking at some pictures right now, just to give you an idea. Now, Sophie, would you say that you've traveled a lot within Taiwan and have gone to a lot of places?
Well, I haven't been to a lot of places in Taiwan, but I think for now, Hualien is one of my favorite places because, like, as because you can have your vacation or your holiday there, and yeah, the air is so fresh, the mountains, the sea are so beautiful, and also compared with cities like Taipei, those capital cities, the noise is much. There's no noise here, so it's quite peaceful and yeah, this is silent. So if you really want to have a really nice trip, like enjoy in nature, enjoy your trip in natural or outdoor activities, yes, Falling is definitely the place that you will love. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree from what you've said. With the mountains and the ocean, you're going to get that fresh oxygen that you in cities.
Yeah. And also you can go to watch some dolphins or whales by ship because it's near to Pacific Ocean. So of course, if you want to see some dolphins or some flying fish, yeah, um you can just go to the Pacific Ocean by ship,
Yeah, you definitely
and also some water activities.
water activities. Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. You can go on a boat, you can go jet skiing, parasailing, paddle boarding. There's so many activities I think that I feel like you can do there.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Let's see. Now, Jane, I'm gonna ask you a question. Would do you like doing any water sport activities? Do you like going boating or paddle boarding or anything like that?
I can
You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear me
Now.
now?
Yeah.
My question to you is this, that do you like any water sport activities?
I cannot swim, so I love water activities, but another way I afraid water activity. So so I in Hualien we go. Let's see. I don't know how to say it.
Try describing it. Or if you want, you could type it in the chat. If
I cannot understand.
oh, you were trying to describe something, Jane?
What? I don't know.
Nope. Can you hear me still?
I can hear you.
I was saying we were talking about water activity sports, and you were describing something.
I'm drunk.
Okay, you're done. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What about you, Weston? Do you like any water sport activities? Do you like summertime?
Yes, I like summertime, and for water sports, then maybe swimming.
Mhm. Swimming is fun. Yeah. I asked Sophie and Jane this question earlier. Do you prefer living in a hotter environment or a colder environment?
I like the colder environment.
Yeah, that's what Sophie and Jane both said too. Why do you like the colder environment?
Colder, you can wear jacket, but hotter, you cannot bring the air conditioner going outside.
Yeah, that's you can't bring the air conditioning and go outside. No, you cannot do that. So you can bring that you can hold around if you go outside. That's nice. Or reading. Your audio keeps on making side noises. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, Jane, could you read these two sentences that I'm going to highlight? Do you mind reading them for me?
Oh, thank you. Okay. It also caters to those interested in exploring some Thai culture with museums and temples that can be explored away from the crowds nearer to the beach.
Yep.
When hunger strikes, visitors can choose from laid-back cafes beneath the palm trees, right through to fine dining and everything in between.
Yep, perfect. And then can you repeat this word for me? Visitors?
Visitor.
Visitors. Yes, visitors, correct. Yeah, visitors, yes. Yes, visitors, yes. And then I just need you to read this. Could you just read these few words? Laid back cafes.
Laid back cafes.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Back cafes.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. And then Sophie, can I get you to read, let's see where we are. Can I get you to read this sentence for me?
Canton Beach is probably the most developed spot on the island and has a thriving nightlife complete with beer halls, markets, and go-go bars.
Excellent. Thank you. And then Weston, can you read these two last sentences?
Okay. Elsewhere in Phuket, there are quieter and less developed stretches of coastline, where there's more focus on relaxing and the natural environment. Phuket is a destination where everything is within easy reach, and enjoying yourself is easy.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much, Weston. Now I'm going to ask you all a question. With all of these places that there's a lot of tropical destinations now. You can go to Phuket in Thailand. There's Bali. There's Malaysia. Singapore is up there. There's a place called Bora Bora. There's a place called the Maldives. How, from all of these different tropical places, where would you want to go on vacation? Because they're all so beautiful. How can one decide where to go to? If only if we lived in a perfect world, we could go to all of them, but we do not because it costs a lot of money. Where would you want to go to if you had the opportunity? Let's start off with Sophie.
Well, I still prefer going to Malaysia because I really like people there. They are really friendly and they're really hospitable.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. And the price in Malaysia is really a good bargain in Malaysia. I mean, all of them are Chileans, and also their food. Yeah, it is quite similar to Taiwan, and also there's some restaurant of Malaysia food in Taiwan. So if I go to Malaysia, then I'm quite adapt to the foods there. Their food is acceptable for me. So definitely I want to go to Malaysia, and also I have some friends there who I really want to visit again, but because of COVID, I have no opportunity to visit them.
Yeah, I've never been to Malaysia. A few of my friends have, and they've said nothing but amazing things about it. And hopefully, COVID does die down, and you're able to go see them again, and just travel in general as well. So fingers crossed for that.
Fingers crossed.
Yes, yes, crossed. I really hope things do get better. Things do get better. What about you, Jane? Out of all of these tropical destination spots, where would you like to go with your family? Would you like to go to Bali again? Would you want to go to Phuket? Would you want to go to the Maldives or to Malaysia?
I I would like to go to Bangkok.
Oh,
Mango because my my friend said have been to Mango. The there are many things very economic.
okay, wow. Could you uh-huh. Oh, could you repeat where I didn't catch that?
I would like to go would like to go Mango because my friend said Mango is very very uh, uh, very very cheap
Hmm. Okay.
and very funny, and the food is very delicious.
Oh,
So I want so if I have opportunity to go travel, I want to go Mango
yeah.
next time.
Yeah. Well, I hope you do get that opportunity. That would be amazing for you to go see the place, eat some delicious food. Food is very important. So that's very good. What about you, Weston? Which tropical destination would you like to go on vacation?
Can Hong Kong be a tropical city?
Anything tropical, a warm climate, so that's fine. Anywhere.
Tropical country.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a necessarily just somewhere that's typically warm, or somewhere like Bali, Malaysia, Maldives, Bora Bora, Mexico,
Singapore.
Singapore. Yes, Singapore is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Now, with when you are traveling, what is one thing that is non-negotiable for you guys? One thing that no matter where you go and travel, you have to bring with you, or you make it a point that I need this one thing, whether it could be food, it could be your favorite pair of pants or your favorite pair of sneakers, anything. What's one thing that no matter where you travel, you always bring with you? We'll start off with you, Weston. It could be like a gaming console or anything that no matter where you go, you need to bring with you.
When I go, you mean that the thing that I need when I go to tropical country or city?
Anywhere anywhere that you're going on vacation, and when you're packing, when you're putting stuff in your luggage, what's one thing that you always would bring with you?
Clothes, sunscreen.
Yes, clothes and sunscreen are very important. Okay, that's an important one. Okay. What about you, Jane? What's one thing that you have to bring with you when you're going on vacation?
Cell phone.
Yes, that's very important.
Yeah.
Vacation, you need to know
Yeah, if I have a cell phone, I can do everything.
exactly. If you were to get lost, you have your cell phone to help you guys, to help.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a very important one. Sophie, what about you?
Well, I agree with Jen because with something you can do almost everything. You can pay, you can contact with people, and yeah, there has a lot of functions of cell phone. So yeah, so in my opinion, is that cell phone is really significant if you want to travel.
Yep, that's right. That's very important. Very important. Now, we're almost wrapping up on today's topic. Are there any questions or any clarifications or any words that you'd like me to pronounce or anything like that any of you have, Sophie, Weston, and Jane? No? So, okay. No, Jane, do you have any questions for me?
Can you speak Spanish?
I cannot, poquito, just a little bit. I know how to speak French. Yes.
Oh yeah. I think like the eastern of Canada, there there has a lot of people
Right.
who can speak French.
Yeah, yeah. If you were to go to Quebec, Montreal, and a bit north from Ontario, they completely speak French actually, and it's required for our school system from when we were in fourth grade onwards that we learn French. But I don't know that much Spanish. I want to learn Spanish. I don't know. Do you know any other languages?
I know a little bit Spanish, but I know that Spanish is a little bit similar to French. So for
A little bit.
Spanish native speaker, it is better to learn French.
Yeah. Yep. You're not wrong on that. It's the spelling. Some of the spelling is different. Some of the spelling is similar. Sorry. And like the way they use their word, their what do you call it? Their vocabulary is similar to Spanish vocabulary. So you're not wrong on that. Yeah. Okay. Jane and Weston, do you have any questions?
Mm. No?
You don't
Do,
have any?
do you like to go to place that with tropical weather or go to some place that are cold?
Well, thank you for asking me that question. I prefer to actually go to a tropical destination instead of a colder destination, only because I live in Canada and it's very cold and I don't like the cold. So I would want to go to a tropical place. So it's the opposite of where you'd all like to go to. Yeah, yeah. We can trade places. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah,
No,
we can.
not abroad.
No, yeah, anywhere abroad. Yeah, yeah, we can trade places. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Now, have any of you been to Europe before?
Unfortunately, no, but I plan to go to London with my Malaysia friends.
Oh wow, that'll
Maybe,
be a trip.
yeah, maybe after a year because we didn't get vaccinated. So,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe we should wait for a year, then go to London.
How is everything going with COVID in Taiwan? Are you guys under lockdown or there's no lockdown? What's going on?
Well, there's no lockdown in Taiwan, but when we have to go outside, we definitely have to wear a mask. And if you want to have a meal in a restaurant, you also have to wear a mask. Um, except you are having your meal. So in Taiwan, it's very flexible. Like you can have your meal outside, but still you have to wear your mask. So people very stick on it, like prevent prevent others from being contagious or being affected by anyone who has who maybe gets sick or something else like that. Yeah, and people like my age didn't get vaccinated, so
What
yeah, a
age?
lot of yeah. I'm actually 19, but I didn't get vaccinated. So so basically like the priority to get vaccine is from senior to people who is young. So the senior get the vaccine first, then is teenager, then is adult, teenager, and baby.
Okay. So hopefully soon, you can get vaccinated and we can all slowly go back to our normal lives. So I'm happy to hear that you guys aren't in lockdown anymore. Even for us in Toronto, we were in lockdown for quite some time and we recently just got out of lockdown. So that's always good to have. So hopefully we're moving in a positive direction to go back to our normal life. Yeah, yeah. Well, this wraps up today's topic on vacation. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for a wonderful discussion. And I learned something new within Taiwan, which is beautiful. Thank you for that. And you all are very lucky. You live in a beautiful country. And hopefully I can see you guys all in my next class. So thank you so much. Any last minute questions? Jane, did you have a question?
No.
No? Okay. Okay, well, thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day and take care, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Adios, Melissa.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, Wes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.